How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you an update on Vernon Jones. Now, in case you don't know who he is or you need a quick reminder, I'll get into that quickly and then I get into the update. Now, Vernon Jones is a black male, lifelong Democrat and a politician representing Georgia's District 91, which includes the city of Conyers, parts of Rockdale County, and also DeKalb County. Now, he came out recently and supported Donald Trump vocally, had a video on his Twitter and everything. And if you have not seen that, I'll place that in the description box below. But right when he did that, I knew it would be a big backlash. A lot of black folks out there, DeKalb County, Conyers, basically the Atlanta metro area. And of course, Democrats aren't gonna like that too much. The head of the Democratic Party in Georgia came out and admonished him and endorsed his opponent. So as a result of that, plus threats against him, threats against his family, he was like, you know what? I quit. I'm out. Let somebody else do it. But now he has changed his mind. Now, before I get into why he changed his mind, let's go ahead and roll this clip. In this clip, you'll see him explain what's been going on since the Trump endorsement and why he's not going to quit. After we get done with that, I'll talk about what he said. I'll give you my 2 cents, my deep, detailed analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Hello, America. I'm Representative Vernon Jones, a proud member of the Georgia House of Representatives. And you know, recently I endorsed Donald J. Trump for his campaign re-election, and I hope you join me in those efforts. But little did I know that I would receive such barrage of attacks and name-calling by the far left in the Democratic Party. You know, on yesterday I had announced that I would not be completing my term. But then, when I started receiving the overwhelming amount of support and outcry from the people that I represent in House District 91 in DeKalb and Rockdale counties, my fellow Georgians and fellow Americans from across this country in every walk of life, every age, every color, every party, that was emotional and that was motivational. And you know what, America? I thought about it. And I talked to my family and I talked to my supporters, because what you did for me, I'm going to remain on the battlefield. I'm going to complete my term. I'm going to continue to put my country before my party. And I'm going to do everything I can to help Donald J. Trump get reelected, because he's the man for this job. He's the man for this office. And you know what, America? Together, we've already made a change. I got you and you got me. I got gaps, you got gaps. But together, America, we have no gaps. I love you. Let's continue to have dialogue and continue to make America great again. Peace out, America.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, bravo to my man, Vernon Jones. That was right on point. Shout out to you. I appreciate you for not backing down and not being bullied. All right. Now, to back up a little bit, when he first came out and was like, okay, I'm done, let somebody else do it, he said he would not seek re-election and resign. Now, he still may not seek re-election in the Democratic Party, at least, because like I said, the Democratic Party still, quote unquote, punished him. That's a weird word right now, but I'll move on. Anyway, they still punished him by saying, oh, that's not part of the Democratic Party, that's not what we're all about. And then they endorsed his opponent, so he'll still probably not seek re-election that way, but he will at least finish his term in office. And I appreciate him for doing that. They cannot bully him out of the way. They cannot silence him. And I feel like by him still being there, he's able to get his words out and his message out without having to be silenced. You understand? Because that's what they really want. They want him to go away, hide in a hole, and don't do anything and don't get in the way. But he's like, nope, I'm still going to be here. And his constituents love him. People that live in the area, shout out to y'all. You guys have emailed me and said, hey, you know, my father knows him. My brother knows him. I know him. I go to church with him. Always loved him. Always been a good guy. I've gotten that feedback, and so has he, according to what he said in the video. So I think that's a big part of the reason why he will not step down. And then he said people of all colors have reached out to him. So it's not just a quote unquote white man, which is kind of confusing because the Democratic Party, I mean, look, who they got running? Joe Biden, a 78, 77, going on 107-year-old white man that wrote the crime bill. I mean, come on. If being a conservative is trying to quote unquote cape whatever that means for the white man. Then what about being a Democrat that's led by the very same people that you claim to be against? But I'll move on. Anyway, it's not even about a racial thing about, oh, it's a black man talking about supporting Trump. That means white folks are going to like him. It's not even about that. It's about Americans in general reaching out to him from all walks of life, all colors, all religions, and his own constituents, many of whom are going to be black. Okay? And it's not like it didn't know what he was all about to begin with, because people have said that he's been a conservative Democrat for a long time. I wrote about it on my website, anthonylogan.com, shameless plug. Anyway, I wrote about it because people have said he's been a blue dog Democrat. He is a proponent of no gun control, being able to have your gun, being able to carry on campus and protect yourself. Okay. He is a proponent of small government. He is a proponent of all the things, or at least some of the things that many of us on the right hold dear. Now, will he become a Republican? Will he be independent? I'm not really sure. I don't know what he's going to do. He should come over to our side, and I'm seeing him kind of do that. I see his Twitter page just kind of has some black conservative stuff in there. He follows some of us on Twitter, so I feel like he could come to the right if he wanted to. I'm not really sure what the holdup will be, because all of what I've seen from him, all of what I heard about him lets me know that he's pretty much a conservative. It could be like David Clark, where you run as a Democrat, but you're really a conservative. No, so you get elected as a Democrat, but you go in there and do things as a conservative would for the betterment of your community. To me, that makes sense. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now I wonder how he votes when it comes to things that are party line in the Georgia State House. Not sure how that goes, but either way, I like my man Vernon Jones. I like him a lot, and I wish him nothing but the best. The haters ain't gonna do nothing but be haters. But you know what? The funny part as I close is that the haters that hate him because he's a black male conservative are not going to be there for so long. Or they'll be there, but their voices will not be as loud. They will not be as damaging, because there are many more of us that feel like he should be able to say what he wants and, support who he wants. We're not going to admonish him for that over here. We're not going to do that. Now, the Democratic Party, they may think that, Trump is the enemy, but he's not the enemy. Supporting Trump should be a bipartisan thing. I could see if he was supporting things that were just totally egregious, but Trump ain't even like that. Trump was more of a Democrat himself. I feel like Trump and Vernon Jones have a lot in common, because Trump really was a Democrat for a long time and just was kind of conservative leaning. Not all the way conservative, not a quote unquote true conservative, but conservative enough to get things done to help us more than they help the other side on the liberal Democratic side. But shout out to my man, Vernon Jones. He did a great job by not being bullied, by not being threatened, by not being scared away from his office. He'll still serve out the rest of his term. Now, what will he do next? I'm not really sure. Probably not run again as a Democrat, but there's always a Republican Party. You're welcome over here. Now, will his constituents vote for him over there? I'm not really sure, because one thing about it, unfortunately, a lot of people that are voters, Democrat voters too, especially, they don't know a lot about politics. So all they see is D by your name and they vote for you. Okay, black guy, I know him. I see him at church. I see him in the community. He's a Democrat. I like him. I vote for him. It could be that same person with the same credentials, same everything, same voting pattern, same everything, with an R by his name, and that might hurt his chances of being able to win, because people don't really understand about politics. They think if you're a Republican, that means you're just some type of big bad meanie. You hate the small guy. You're a racist. Or in the case of a black person, you're a coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, shoe signer, bootlicker, Sambo, all this, that, and the third. It's not even about that. It's about doing what's best for your constituency, putting your people above party. That's the way it should be. In my humble opinion, we need many more Vernon Jones. So shout out to him. Congrats on not quitting, and hopefully you stick around in politics, because we need much more of you. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Vernon Jones will remain a Democrat and get reelected at some point in the future? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or will he become a Republican? I don't know what the stumbling block is between him being a Republican and Democrat. Why hasn't he switched parties? Like I said, it could be because he wants to just get in there as a Democrat to get elected and then do conservative things. I'm not really sure. But whatever the case may be, I support him. I like what he's talking about. I like some policies he's mentioned. keep on doing that. If you're able to get reelected as a Democrat in that area, then that'd be fantastic because you're going to serve your community very well. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.